Well, welcome to your practice, and welcome to your presence, and welcome to your space, and welcome yourself home. All of that. Today is November 11th, and in honor of Remembrance Day, we're just going to remember as we rest deeply in today's practice. And when you, as I say, it's always like Shavasana. Sometimes is the most challenging pose, and sometimes those restorative poses. People love them. You might love them right from the first time you meet them. Like the first time I took my first restorative class, I was like, what was that? It was amazing. Because it's effortless effort is what we're striving for, even though it's not effortless. There is something to meeting yourself at the places you hold, and then letting them release. And if you have pain or discomfort in your body, that can be very challenging and sometimes very rewarding. So for this practice, I do have my heating pad because we're getting into colder weather and it's just a nice thing. I also have a comfy jacket to curl up in, and we'll use our bolsters, our straps, and our blocks. And there we go. Okay. Is there anything else? I feel like there was something else I was thinking, but I'm just gonna let that go and we'll just get started. So welcome. Good morning, guys. Okay, so let's just start sitting as you are. Oh, your heart's off today, so that's nice. Here, turn your palms up. Yes, and in this place of remembrance, as you inhale, and you lengthen yourself tall, lift your heart, and exhale, let that cascade down your back. And eyes closed. We'll just take a few moments in this space of remembrance. Remembering your stillness and your softness, your alignment, your posture, your strength, and the all-flowing breath. And then just tuning into the silence. And even in the silence, tuning into the sounds you hear. Sound is resonance. And listen to music or we're around sound, we receive that into our bodies. And then the remembrance that nature is silence. Your next inhalation, lengthen yourself tall. And as you exhale, bring your palms together at your heart, bow your chin. Great devotion, gratitude, and remembrance. Who you truly are. For this hour we have together, we wear no hats. You are you. Nobody wants anything from you right now. Nobody needs anything from you right now. And to that, friends, we'll call ourselves home. 3 times. Inhale, lengthen, and release this breath through your mouth. We'll inhale to begin. chin, sit in your resonance. It's tuning into the vibrational energies. Releasing your hands to your thighs, lift your chin, and open your eyes. Okay, good, great. So we are going to do a restorative type practice. I'm going to use the wall too. You can use your couch or whatever you have nearby. And I'm going to start, I'm going to do just like 1 or 2 sun salutes just to kind of get us into these bodies. So you clear your mats, unless you have a puppy there, and then you just work around them. It's all fine. Okay, so we'll start just standing at the front of your mats. Pardon me. And you might hear me cough. I think I'm taking in a little bit of a chest cold, but banish that with practice. So take yourself into your standing, into your mountain pose. Check your feet, your alignment, even lift your toes and your heels a few times, just rocking on your feet. And then bring yourself into balance on your feet, put your hands on your hips, and let's just bend the knees a few times, like you're almost pushing your feet into the floor. Just feel that. Good. And then rebound, press your feet down, lift yourself tall, release your arms by your side, lift your heart, and taking, the shoulders up and back, and then lifting the heart. You'll feel your tail move back, thighs move back, and then we just drop the tailbone down, not tucking it under, just releasing it down. So you might even notice your feet get a little more connected. Okay, take your chin in, smile, notice your hands, any tension in your hands, are you curling? Maybe you can open them, spread your fingers. And then just be in that alignment for a few more moments. You want to close your eyes and just feel yourself standing. It's a great act of remembering. Good. And inhale, sweep your arms out to the side and up to the sky. Look up. Take 2 breaths here, just being in this Hasta Tadasana, arms lifted. Feel the feet press down, the arms lift, the body move. And last one, just reach up nice and tall. And as you exhale, we'll open the arms out to the side and start to fold. You need to bend your knees on the way down. Do that. Touch the earth, bow your chin. Take a full breath in and out. And then take your arms, just take your hands forward a little bit, lift your chin and your heart. Maybe the thighs press back. And exhale, fold. And we'll do that 3 times. So you inhale, lift your head, lift your heart. Press your thighs back. And exhale, fold, heart, head. And last time. Good. Okay. You take the hands to the floor and we'll step back for downward dog. Maybe step the left foot back and then the right. Take a few moments here in your dog. Feel free to pedal your feet. Move front to back, whatever you like here. Feel this great remembrance, what is downward dog? Untuck your pelvis a little bit, so you lift your tailbone. Take one more breath. And then we'll lower the knees down and move it to child's pose with the arms extended. So if that's okay, if it's not okay for you, you modify for yourself to a place where you can really be in this body. Just feeling the breath. Feeling anything that's talking to you. Take one more breath. And then rise up to your hands and your knees, tuck your toes under, press back to a downward dog. And you walk the feet towards the hands, and it might be 100 steps. It might be just one giant step with the left foot forward and the right foot forward, and then we just fold down. Or even grab opposite elbows and just hang here for a moment or two.
Release what you can. Sit down on the legs, bend your knees, open your arms out to the side. Inhale, rise up through the power of your feet, power of your legs. Exhale, bring these hands down in front of your heart. Pause here. Inhale as you are. Exhale, release the arms down by your sides, and inhale, sweep up, look up. And exhale and fold. Back down, forward, fold. You're going to do 3 of the halfways. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Get 2 more on your own. And as you finish, release your breath. And this time we're going to step back with the right foot first. And then the left foot, come back to your downward facing dog. Press your heels to the floor. Yes. Yeah, whatever you're doing, moving, is all good. Good. Okay. Inhale, lift the heels high, lift your sit bones high. And exhale, bend your knees and look forward. You push the hands down and away. Take your belly in. And take your knees right to the floor. Come back to your child's pose. This time I'm going to take the arms and just reach back. So maybe the backs of the hands are on the floor. You hold onto your feet. If this works, if it's no good, you just make it your own. Take one more breath. Okay. And then coming back up to your hands and knees. Last downward dog. Feel. Okay, I'm going to step to the front of the mat. This time my right foot's going first. So it doesn't need to go all the way up, guys. So however you get your feet up there, let's just do 1. Inhale, lift your chin and your heart. Exhale. And from here, we're going to just sit down. Lower, lower, lower. Maybe your hands come off the floor, maybe not. Just come to sit. Good. Okay. All right. So our first pose is going to be legs up the wall. We're going to put a bolster underneath our head. Part of the hard work. Okay. So the bolster goes about halfway on your mat, and you're not going to go push right to the wall like you normally do. You're just going to have an angle, and you could be really far, whatever you need. Let's bring the strap in with us. So at this point, if you want to put your socks on or anything else you need, you need that under your bed for fun, and do that. Yes, and then we'll just bring yourself down. So the head is supported, and the legs are at an angle. Okay, so I'm going to actually move a little bit closer. Just find that place. Head is supported. Heels are at the wall. So you can feel maybe that the tailbone is, you're not doing anything with it, but it's not pressing up. It's descending, or you feel maybe it's looking at the wall. And if your legs want to turn and just flop out, that's okay. Just for a few moments, we'll just be here. Receive this little bit of reverse gravity. And because we have the head lifted, then we get a little bit more grounded through the low back area, hopefully. And feel free to close your eyes. Good. Yes. Just let go. So however you have your arms, just invite in this pseudo shavasana, where it's just this invitation of doing nothing. Softening through the back of your head. Through your shoulders. And noticing your eyes. Are they more at the front of your skull, or can you let them drop down a little bit? And letting your lower jaw release. And just feeling the flow of your breath. The more you drop in, the more the breath will respond to this opening of space. Breath remembers. It knows where to go. Okay, so stay as you are. I'm just going to take your dominant hand, and we'll take the index finger and the middle finger together and place that on your third eye space. And you can just press in if you like, or create this little circle. And you'll know which way to go. One way will feel like it's opening. And if you go the opposite way, it will feel like maybe you're closing. The jaw soft, maybe even inviting the inner gaze to the third eye. Feeling your opening, your insight, your intuition, these places of remembrance. Good. Just take one more breath here. You can push into your third eye or continue to circle. And then release your arm back wherever you had it. And notice, what did that do? Your head feel a little heavier. Staying as you are, I'm just going to turn the head to the right. So ready to get up and turn it. And just come into this little bit of a neck stretch. I'm going to take the arms and just bring them out to the sides. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is just move the back of the skull over to the left. And that's going to give a little bit more of a neck here. And then release your jaw. Melt in. Feel the left side. Nice, easy flow of your breath. Take a nice big breath in. Sigh it out. Bring your head back to center. Just pause here. Feel what's changed. And we'll do the same with the left side. So just lift your head up, turn to the left. And then maybe this is perfect, or you can move the back of your head more to the right. And softening what you can. Tension in your jaw, the neck, even the right shoulder. Be so subtle. Melt what you can. And take one big breath in. Sigh it out. Great release. Bring your head back to center and we rest here again. For a few moments, listening to your own silence, the sounds in your space. Notice any tension in the third eye that you massaged earlier. Just drop it. I'm just going to turn that, maybe you'll widen your feet a little bit and just turn the toes in and out. And you could bend your knees while you do that. Just rotate your entire leg a few times. And then we'll bring the legs back into straight. Take your strap and we'll place the strap over the right sole of the right foot. And then bring that back to the wall. And you can just wind your hands in the strap if you like. I have the strap up at the balls of the feet. I'm gonna let the left leg just relax so it could turn out. And then gently just pull the sole of the foot as if so it moves more into its flexion. Okay, I have the heel at the wall. I'm gonna pull down a little bit more on the baby toe edge. So the right hand's gonna pull a little bit more. And see if you can get the foot to be in alignment, so it's straight. The toes are pointing straight wherever they are. And press the thigh back, the right thigh back. If you can, just a little bit more to anchor the leg. And now you stay here. And you soften what you can, so you feel, okay, I've got the integrity of my foot. Where am I tensing that doesn't need to be tense? That could be the face, the shoulders, maybe your belly. I'm just going to breathe here, just a little bit of tension. Foot is in flexion. The leg is a little bit engaged. Your eyes can be closed or looking at your foot. And the work is happening. Now you just find those places that you can let go. Maybe you anchor the heel into the wall a little bit more, just to see what's going to happen. How's your breath? One more breath. Release maybe through your mouth. Okay. I'm going to take the foot into its point. So the strap might move down a little bit on the foot. That's fine. You just bring the foot as if the toes can maybe touch the wall. Maybe they will and maybe they won't. It's really pointing that foot as much as you can. You know, the toes might be curling or they might be just an extension of foot. You just do your best to really keep that integrity of the point of the foot, and the strap is just pressing down and pulling a little bit. And the strap is definitely moved down on my foot. Wherever yours is fine. Anchor the heel, point the foot, smile and breathe. Soften where you can. So for me, I can feel that right hip is hiking. I'm just going to drop it, soften. Just keep reminding yourself, point that foot. Okay, you might get a foot cramp. You do. I don't know, one of my teachers says, just stay with it and breathe through it, but that's not always possible. So you have to release, do it. Otherwise, we're here. A few more. Soften. Last breath. Okay, I'm just going to take some time to feel. You're just going to take the strap off. Let the legs do as they like. Arms resting, pseudo shavasana. Okay, take one more breath. I'm going to separate the legs apart a little bit just so I can bring the toes in and out. Remove the whole leg. Okay, let's take a little break from legs up the wall. We'll just try to take the feet to the floor if you have the space, or hug your knees in. Just be here for a moment or two. Let gravity settle. You maybe feel the energetics in your leg. The blood is, or whatever is the energy flow in your legs is coming back. Okay, if you're feeling chilly, suit up. And then I'm going to bring the legs back up. We're going to go straight to strap over left foot. And once you have that, bring that heel back to the wall. And you can wind your hands in the strap if you like. You can find the flexion in the left foot. And let the right leg relax if it wants to. And really just find that flexion and pulling the strap just enough. Move the toes out. Maybe pull the left hand a little bit more so you get the outer edge of the foot a little more. Okay, notice when you do that, are you lifting your tail? And you just start to relax. Melt into this shape. You can add integrity by anchoring the heel. A little bit more. And then, the work here is in the releasing. Keeping the left leg with a bit of integrity and softening all around. From the left hip, your belly, your back, your shoulders, your face. Here's another thing that might be happening for you. Notice if your head is kind of maybe gone off center. I know that I say that because that's what happens to me. So bring your head back. And just reminding yourself, keep the integrity in your foot, in the leg, and the softening. Breath is nice and even. And you notice what you're taking on in the jaw, the tummy, the third eye. Take a nice big breath in. Let it go. And that foot into its point. So the strap might move. Even though you can't see my foot, the strap is moving down. I'm just pressing the sole of the foot towards the wall. It might not touch. Toes don't need to curl. Toes might just be an extension of your foot. And maybe you anchor the heel. Notice what happens with that. And keep that as you soften a little bit more, maybe through the right side. Through the shoulders. The head resting, breath even. Just keep reminding yourself it's very easy to just let that foot go back or not work as hard. Yes. You got it. Yes, massage what you need. Massage with your breath. And let the left hip go a little bit, and even the left glute. Keep pointing the foot as best as you can, heel pressing in, notice, cramping, whatever's happening. If you need to let go, otherwise be here a few more moments. Release the foot, strap comes off. Just rest in your stillness for 1 or 2 breaths. And separate the feet apart, legs apart. And again, just move the feet in and out. Okay, I'm going to take a little happy baby here, but that's the soles of the feet at the wall. And you can walk them out wide. The toes can turn out in line with the knees. You decide here whatever is good for you. I'm just going to take the hands, just rest them on the tops of the thighs here. So use that as a little bit of an anchor. You can push your hands into your thighs. Notice your tailbone. And it might be tucking up. See if you can press it down. Maybe you get a little bit of feeling of the lower back lifting. I'm going to press both feet into the wall. Maybe I'll take the toes away. Just breathe. Okay, see if you can soften your belly, your jaw. There is integrity in the feet. The arms are straight, hands are anchoring. And the shoulders might be lifting. Just do your best not to take in any extra tension. Feel your breath. One more breath. Okay, I'm just going to bring the knees in. So I'll just hug them in like we do, hands on the shins, and they might be wide apart, or you might have them together. And maybe you rock a little bit side to side. Okay, I'm going to bring my knees right together, just give them a little hug. And flexing the feet, I'm just going to lift my head and chest up, just curl into your tiny, soften the shoulders. Take a nice big breath in as best as you can. And as you release, lower your head down, take your arms off, stretch the legs back up the wall. And strap is, my strap's on my tummy, you know exactly where it is. We're going to use it again. Soften in. Okay. Not really restorative, I guess. Do one more with this strap because we're here. So I'm just going to take the strap over the sole of, or the balls of the right foot. And this time I'm going to just take the leg up. It's going to come towards me, but not at lifting the tail. So you can keep your tush down. You know, you bring that straight leg wherever it's going to go. And I'm just going to reach up, hold the strap. The foot is a little bit in flexion. I'm going to work a little bit more on the outer edge. Definitely not restorative, but can you find a way once you're in it, you know, maybe you feel something happening and you soften through your hips, your shoulders, the back of your heart, your jaw. Find your breath. Okay, the hip crease area might be tense. You go, okay, little hip crease. Keep the leg where it is. Maybe you put both ends of the strap into your left hand and use the right hand for massage, or even just holding these places that you know are tense or we're not letting go. Okay, really melt in. We're going to stay here another 3 breaths. You smile, receive. And notice if your leg is wigging out to the right. Just see if you can bring it back into whatever you feel centered is. And do one last breath. And then we'll just take that foot back to the wall. You can keep the strap there, just let go. Let your feet flop. Okay, and then we'll just do the other leg. And so smooth the strap over the balls of the left foot. Right leg is at the wall. And my right foot's flexed a little bit. Can also just rest. Okay, reach up, gently draw the sole of the foot into its flexion. Find that place, you know, the leg doesn't have to come straight up. It might be closer to the wall where the leg is straight. And you can just be here in this little bit of discovery, remembrance. You just discover your softness, even amidst maybe possible discomfort. Beautiful breathing. Softening through the back of your heart, back of your head, shoulders, flow of your breath. Soften, maybe the left glute. Again, the hip crease if it's talking to you. You take both ends of the strap and go into the right hand. And just use your left hand. Even just, just hold it in these places that are not letting go. It's okay. Maybe they need to not let go. Maybe they can't. One more breath. Sigh it out. Release. And the strap can set over to the side. We'll just let the legs rest up at the wall for a few more breaths. Turn out whatever they need to do. Okay, just going to take the bolster up from behind the head and just stretch it out. Just take your arms up and maybe they rest on the bolster. And you tuck your chin. Just take a few more breaths here in this elongated, entire from the crown and back of your head all the way to your tail. It's resting on the floor. So with the arms over the head, inviting the breath all the way up. Take one more breath. And then stay as you are from your tail to the crown of your head. Just bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. And I'm just going to bring the knees in, take the arms up and over, take a little child's pose on your back. You can interlace your fingers. You have your strap. If the knees are really far away, maybe you just wrap the strap over the shins and hold that. Tuck your chin, or if you feel you need head support, just take a moment to pull the bolster back in. Yes, just melt the shoulders if you can, the jaw. Just feel the whole weight of your back melting to the floor. And you could also rest your feet at the wall if that's a happier place for you. Okay, I'm just changing the interlace of the fingers. Staying here again. Beautiful. Take one more breath. Okay. So from here, we're going to roll to the side so we can come up to sitting. Take your time. As you roll over, maybe you stay here 1 or 2 breaths. So our next pose, guys, is going to be Supta Baddha Konasana. And, I'm going to show it several different ways. You can just lie straight on the floor. You might use the bolster here to support your knees. But if you prefer a little bit of a lift, then I'll just do that. And I'll take the blocks underneath the bolster. So we have a little bit of a lift for the back of your head if you like that. And then you're going to need some supports for your knees. So maybe rolled up blankets. You have 2 nearby. I'm just going to grab one. Sure. Okay, so blankets underneath the knees, or you can use the bolster. And we're going to rest here for about 5 minutes. So maybe if you have an eye pillow, you might want that. If you have your heating pad, your socks. This Supta Baddha Konasana, when we have the knees open, pelvis open, is very, very healing. So many things and deeply relaxing. So the next thing I might do is also cover with a blanket. so that we don't get chilly. So we're going to rest here for about 5 minutes. Heart. I know he doesn't get cold. So take your time to set up. Nice. Oh, tuck ourselves in. Okay, so make yourself very comfortable. So you could be flat on the floor with the bolster under the knees, maybe a blanket under your head, or you've set up your bolster, the little lift. I'm just going to tuck this block in a little bit more. And then just ensure that your thighs are supported so you don't feel any pulling in your inner groins. And your chin is sloping down. I'm going to add an eye covering for myself. Friends, I'm assuming you're all there. And stop talking. You can be in your silence. You do the work of resting, of letting go, inviting in this time of remembrance. All that you are. And in your inner gaze, dropping to the center of your brain, imagining where that is. Releasing the gaze, maybe 2 centimeters to the inside, the center of your brain. drop this gaze all the way down towards the back of your skull. Just deeply tuning in to the sounds within your beating heart, the flow of your breath. Receiving and the releasing all that is flowing freely. The more deeply you can surrender. If it wants anything from you at this moment, nobody needs anything from you at this moment. Relax a little more deeply. And just preparing to come out by deepening your breath. And just gently wiggle your toes, your fingers. We'll either place the soles of the feet on the floor or stretch your legs straight, whichever one feels that's the better for you. Just take a few moments. And then again, to come out of this, you might roll to your side. Take 1 or 2 moments on your side. Or if you prefer just to press yourself up, that's fine too. But then again, just take a few moments once you get up. Just be to all of that, to feel. And we're just going to move into Shavasana. Oh, my eyes are so heavy. So for Shavasana, guys, if you love that, a Shavasana too, you just lie over the bolster. If you want to go legs up the wall, maybe the bolster under your hips this time, and maybe we'll lie down with the bolster under the knees, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to turn myself around and place the bolster. So it supports the knees. That's 2 blankets, so I'll use one for the feet. Just open it, just give it like a rough little roll up, but nothing super fancy. Just place it down so you rest the heels there. And like I said, though, you could be doing legs up the wall and also just lie down. And I'll take the other blanket for the head. Just keep it a loose roll. Cover yourself and honor this body. you're doing.
Awesome. Now I'll tell you something a little different. Covering your eyes. Great way to just drop in really quickly. Resting well. Feeling this body as practiced for the last 50 minutes or so into being very present. Softening any place that you're still holding tension. So use your powers of play. Scan your body. And feel your breath. To honor this moment of your day. Sink your inner gaze deeply down. You're looking 3 centimeters past the center of your brain towards the back of your skull. Encouraging yourself to look inwards, feel, and to remember and to receive this gift of time and space to do nothing and invite in everything. Scanning your body for any place you're still holding. And releasing with a nice exhalation. A way of
feeling what lets go as you exhale. And then perhaps that's the invitation for the breath. Start to lengthen, deepen. Just feeling yourself being breathed from the soles of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head and all the way back out. Stay in your restful state for as long as you like. Really resting. If you feel you're ready to start moving, and just let it be very slow. Moving through the ankles, toes, eventually the fingers and the wrists. Lengthen your arms over your head. You do that next. Bending the knees, placing the feet on bolster, wall, floor. Windshield wiper, hug your knees in and rock side to side, whatever feels good. Take your time. You come to the side and I'm going to hang out there for maybe 10 breaths or so. So take your time. No rush. If you're coming up to seated, again, take your time. Being in your own stillness and silence for a few moments before we seal this practice together. You're still in Shavasana. I honor your rest. You're coming up on your practice. So once you're seated, pause for a few moments, and then when you're ready, bring your palms together at your heart. And bow your chin. So this is Day of Remembrance, and it's remembering those we've lost, those we love, those maybe we never knew, but we know that they are supporting us in some way. And this is a great act of remembering who you are, where you came from, how your people got here. And if your great grandparents could peek in on your life, they would be truly overjoyed. I mean, they know. They know. You are their greatest dream and their greatest wish. This long line of your people that came before you and will come after you. And into that, friends, we'll inhale, lengthen yourself nice and tall, lift your chin. And exhale this breath. And I feel we're just going to seal this class with one Om. Inhale. Take a nice breath in. Breathe into your hands. Hit your breath. And lift your chin. Open your eyes. And offer this deeply to yourself. It comes from deep within you. And you will offer it out. Yes. And we'll take it back. Oh. Thank you for being here on this day. Much love, guys. Have a great rest of your day. May this feed your soul. Drink lots of water. This is good for us. All right. See you guys so much.
guys. Thank you all for being here.